Nate here. Today my expat lifestyle has me in Davao, Philippines on the island of Mindanao. I met up with a bunch of friends and we're exploring the city today. We're having breakfast right now with a cup of coffees and enjoying the morning. But it's time to start the adventure today, so why don't you come on along with? So I understand this part of the sign, but what does that part mean here at the bottom? Our first stop here in Davao is going to be the Long Hua Temple, a Buddhist temple that obviously looks like very much Chinese in design, but let's go ahead and walk around the premises. So they have a pretty cool serenity garden here, and I talked with somebody. It most certainly is Chinese inspired. If you guys watched my previous video when I was over at Kosi Chang, they had the Chinese Buddhist temple there, and there's a lot of similarities. These particular lion statues are very common also throughout the Cambodian temples. One of the things I found really amazing about this particular temple was the woodwork. So we got very lucky and they initially told us that it was closed, but they let us in anyways, even though they told us we wouldn't be allowed to enter. And the woodwork here, everything was like really high quality wood, and the sculptures all three-dimensional, really amazing. Pretty good attention to detail. I especially liked some of the different little sculptures and art pieces they had around. The whole place was immaculately landscaped and really worthy of stopping in and taking a look and enjoying this small temple in the city. The patience of those Buddhist monks in order to carve that wood is truly something amazing. The amount of talent it would take and the amount of time and concentration is something I could never achieve. For our second stop, we're going to the Upside Down House Museum here in Davao City. It's a fence. It's supposed to be on the ground, but it's not. It's upside down. Huh, look at that. The couch is on the ceiling. Look at this. The table is on the ceiling and the lights are on the floor. It's like the house is upside down or something. You want an entertainment system? Well, guess what? It's on the ceiling because the house is upside down. Even the signs on the bathroom are upside down. I was really pleasantly surprised. Actually, I thought it would just be kind of whimsical, but it turned into like a really great photo session. And with the photos, it's almost like a professional photo studio, and the guy who gives you a tour that you pay the money to go have, he's like a professional photographer. He'll walk around, he'll change the settings on your camera for you, and take some really great shots like these.
War with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching.
For number 3, we're going somewhere that's really interesting to me. The Davao Crocodile Park and Zoo. Let's go check it out. I was a little worried when I saw this. Adult supervision is required at all times, but luckily I bought my adult friend Kevin.
You know, I never had to worry about anyone breaking into my house because people saw that snake. I remember one time when I put it around my shoulders.
You want to be in it or no? Interesting concept for a park. Because if you've ever been around alligators and crocodiles, they don't move very much until they're ready to eat something or go somewhere. But there is at least one moving around now. Look at that, you got the cute little baby crocodiles. So precious. Perhaps you could take one home for you, put it in your pool, take a bath with it. No shortage of little young crocodiles. If you're interested in having your skin as smooth as a crocodile, you can get your soap here. Hey there, little buddy. What's up with its balls? What's wrong with its balls? Turns out it's a wallaby. I don't know if it's sick or it's angry, but it's making this weird, like, hacking up sound. Oh no, maybe it's having sex. I don't know if you've ever seen turtles go at it, but apparently this is what it's like. I'm more like this guy. Just getting some food, hanging out. My hunting buddies, you got nothing to be jealous of here at Mindanao. This is the size of their deer. It's like a big dog. So don't be jealous of the deer here in the Philippines. They are tiny. Yeah, I saw these in, well, now I can't remember whether it was Vietnam or Cambodia. Maybe I can find the video, put in a link for you. He's in the SRT team. This is what a real-life bear cat looks like. You could drive around your vehicle all you like, but this is what a real one looks like. So next time you're rolling, think about this little vicious animal. I bet you that thing would tear you up. I'm not sure when the show starts, but apparently they do have shows here. A little auditorium. Fortunately, the ostriches don't look too healthy. So these ostriches aren't sick or have mange like a straight dog. Instead, they're molting, which means they shed their feathers to go ahead and produce new ones. I wasn't a fan of like how small some of the cages were at this zoo, and it was a little depressing to see the animals all cooped up. Some animals seemed like they had better lives than others, but overall, cool little zoo, and you can get a lot closer to these animals than you ever would be able to in the USA. We had many cases where Google led us astray, and this is one of them. So Google Maps had told us to go down here and we would get to the ocean boardwalk, like the boulevard you can walk on here in Davao. And we ended up going through this neighborhood in this giant truck we were driving around in. And boy, it was tight. I think if I was my buddy driving, I'd be having a nervous breakdown with how packed in and how close the call was. And everyone was looking at us like we were just bonkers for even trying to go down there. But that is one piece of advice. There were multiple times on this trip around the island where Google Maps was just totally wrong. Whether it be that the resorts that we wanted to go check out, many of them were closed. Many of them were totally out of business. Their hours of operation were wrong. Or it looked like they just never even existed. Like that's how long they'd been gone for. So when you're looking on your Google Maps trying to plan a route, make sure you're spending a little extra time to go ahead and get everything squared away so you can really understand where you're going and what you're trying to do. Otherwise, you might find yourself trapped in a giant truck down some random road. We did all those fun daytime activities, so now it's time for the night. And with a band that plays on the evenings, ice cold drinks, both adults and otherwise, gonna be a good night. Time to party. So, the smokers area, they make sure you know that you're killing yourself. You'll be apprehended if you're outside of the square. You better not be a minor. They put you in your cage. Our time in Davao was short indeed. We ended up getting back on the road and checking out some more sights and sounds along the way. Plenty of beautiful, beautiful mountain drops just to kind of check out, including this one resort we stopped by. One of the many places you'll see over here is Jack's in the Sky Resort. Either for 500 pesos for the day, you can go to the pool and hang out. For 150 pesos, you can take your lady out for a little filming experience, or photo experience. Really pretty and immaculately well kept grounds. Oh, that'd be great. Well, thanks so much for coming along and checking out Davao and some of the surrounding areas. I hope you guys got to see a little piece of it, maybe that you hadn't seen before or that you found interesting. And I'm getting ready to go ahead and do some more traveling here soon to some different countries. And I hope to see you guys later down the path. What do you guys think of this cock?